have been in that position instead of Rocco?
No, not me. I'm talking about when you sit here and say, when I look at guys that play at home, and all of a sudden Boston bring a guy like Rocco Baldelli back to Boston, and you look at all these players get to go back home and play, and just to play in front of their own fans, and then here I am sitting in the backyard, knowing I can play, knowing what I can do, and the world know what I can do, and you sit here and tell me this is the best you can do, and then you got a Jermaine Dye sitting at home that can hit 28. He's a guy that hits 28 home runs, and he can't play on the Devil Rays team. Give me a break. This is not, and believe me, I don't need baseball. Trust me, by no means. But what I'm saying is, this is the point that we make, and people get on us about making. But you see it clear as day because it's happening to your team right now.
Right, and I'm feeling everything you're saying, Gary, because, it happens in every sport. You see players that you say that without a doubt can help a ball club, and you wonder why decisions are made the way they're made, and you begin to but there's no accountability for it because
because of that good old boy system, like I've always said. I will say whatever I feel, and they don't like it, but a lot of players are scared to say it. But I'll say it. That good old boy system. It ain't no way, and you can't even justify why Rocco Baldelli is on this team. Period. He might be a great guy. Give him that. He might be a great teammate. I'll give him that. But what is he doing to help your team win ball games? This team have went out there and bust their butt all year long, and you bring in a guy at the last minute, and you crap on your best offensive player off the bench, you may lose that player as well.
Yeah, Willie Ibar, I'm telling you, he has a great attitude because you saw what, and I don't know what it was up with Deano Navarro. I mean, he's only hitting buck 80-something or buck 90, and he left the team when he wasn't on the roster. But Willie, to his credit, just said, you know what, I'll hang out, see if they need me, and lo and behold, he's playing in game 2.
I know Navarro. We played on the Yankees together. He's a great kid, and for him to go home, I can guarantee you it's not a good relationship. Ibar and Navarro probably feel like his days are numbered with the Rays anyway. And Ibar is looking at, I may still have a future here, so I'm not going to rock the boat. So I'm going to tell you what players are thinking and why they do what they do. And those are the two reasons why I'm sure both of those players took those type of attitudes about it. If Ibar was leaving this team, you better believe he would have told you how he felt.
All right, one more thing before we let you go, Gary. You're just as upset as the rest of us are. Is Matt Garza capable of keeping this team alive tomorrow?
Absolutely, and this is why I gave them the chance to win this series is because of their pitching. You don't know which one is going to show up, but here's a guy that's capable of throwing a one-hitter, two-hitter, or whatever, and not giving up no run. But he's also a guy that one thing may go wrong, and he can get rattled, and it can be the same type of games we've seen these first two. So this is the position they don't want to be in. But if they would have won those first two games, this is the perfect position to be in with Matt Garza pitching.
Gary, one more thing on something you just mentioned a while ago regarding Rocco. You mentioned this as the good old boy system. Can you explain that a little further for us?
I used it in another term where I saw the golfing buddy. When you go golfing, this is my golfing buddy. A lot of players golf with the manager, the general manager, and the ownership. And so that's that good old boy system. Because we get along, you like me, and regardless that you're a terrible ball player, but I'm going to give you a job, and we'll hide you somewhere, and we'll justify this at the same time.
So it's like a buddy system then, what you're talking about.
Absolutely. It happens all the time, and
all the
if athletes try to deny it, they are lying.
All the time.
It just doesn't happen in athletics, my friend. I'm here to tell you that right now. It's not just in athletics.
Well, I believe that, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly
what you're talking about, Chef.
But see, the problem is that fans think the world works a certain way. You're getting a lot of money, shut up and play. All that's fine and dandy. But let's keep it real here. That kid, I have no dislike in Rocco Baldelli. We're talking about the other guys that I'm speaking for that will not say what I'm saying. Those other 24 guys on the roster, now the roster is expanded, them bust their butt for 6 whole months to get to this point. And you just bring a guy who has never done nothing in the big leagues, have never proven himself, have never showed he could be healthy, even when he was healthy. So That's what I'm angry about, and that's what I'm frustrated about. And I've always spoke on these terms of situations that I see repeatedly because I know what I'm talking about.